Welcome to Roll for Game. I have a common problem. I have way more games than I could ever get around to playing. Unfortunately, there might actually be some hidden gems buried down deep in there that I will never get to because I just keep playing the same couple of games. I decided to change things. I'm going to let fate decide what I play. I'll let the rules decide the game and I'll play whatever comes up. After 2 hours, I'll rate the game to see if it's good enough to go into my normal rotation. I'll rate each game in 5 categories with a possible score of 5 points in each. Now let's get to it and figure out what game I'll be playing today.
Alright, let's go ahead and go for another one. Alright, 3, that's EA, so then game we get is Dragon Age Origins. Ooh, that's a fun one, I haven't played that in years. That was Dragon Age Origins. I really loved this game back in the day. I really enjoyed it now, even though I technically started a different way than I did before. So let's get into it. Settings, solid 4 out of 5. Like, there's plenty of nice settings. The subtitles, instead of just on or off, you can choose just story or also like the ambient conversations, which is great. I liked how for the sounds you could just click a button to disable it instead of having to drop it to 0. There's also other fun settings, like you can turn the blood and gore to where it stays on your character until you change armor. So that's fun too. But yeah, settings pretty good. Controls, that's going to be a 3 out of 5. They work well. It's just weird that I can't use a controller because I remember playing this on console, so it's weird that the PC port doesn't allow controller support. It's so old though, so maybe that has something to do with it, because I know some of the PC ports of games didn't use controller because people didn't really use controller on PC, so it could be that. Also, as far as the keyboard controls go, the WASD keys weren't the default movement. It was W, S, Q, and E instead. Bizarre. I've never seen that before. So that threw me off until I changed it. Story, solid 4 out of 5. I love how each race has, I think, 2 different starting, like, factions, for lack of a better word, really. And then each one has a different starting thing. So it's not like the humans have a different starting one and your faction just matters for dialogue. It's just a completely different beginning, which is really nice. Gameplay, it's going to be a 3 out of 5. It's not like super combat-y from what I remember, and even the small bits that I did do combat. But I do like how you can pause in combat to kind of set up the moves and stuff like that, then just kind of go from there. So that's really nice. Enjoyment, that's going to be a 3 out of 5 as well. I do love a lot about the game. A lot of it's nostalgia, but I do really, really enjoy it. It did crash though, so that's part of an issue. It was just going into like a vendor too. It wasn't even like combat or anything, so it just crashed trying to load the vendor stock, I guess. And it doesn't look the greatest, but I remember when the game first came out, it also didn't look the greatest, and it's not like I downloaded like a mod to change the look, so still kind of and you know, I know there's like romanceable options, and if it doesn't look good, it's hard to get into the romanceable options, you know? But that gives us with an overall of 3.4 out of 5. I liked it enough. It takes up a bit too much hard drive space for me to keep it on, but I definitely find myself coming back to it if I don't have anything else to play. It's Bioware. Like, they made great games. They still make pretty decent games, and Andromeda got more hate than it really deserved. But overall, I like BioWare games, so they're always at the top of my list of like, I need something to play that I haven't played in a while and I have time, then I go for BioWare. So the only reason it's not higher is just because these kind of games take a lot of commitment, you know? So I'm not always going to want to play it. But that's my review for Dragon Age Origins. Thank you. Have a good day.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and feel free to check out any of my other videos in the Roll for Game series in the playlist on screen. Also, if you could like and subscribe, that'll help with getting these reviews out there. Additionally, comment what games you hope I'll get to down below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.